of Vienna is still in the sky before the first carriage goes rattling by. I tie my white apron and dust off the wood in the silence where only the morning has stood. The flour is falling like fine heavy snow through the old silver sifter, steady and slow. A pinch of the sugar, a dash of the salt. In this quiet ritual, time seems to halt. Sifting through shadows, sifting through light, waking the flavors away from the night. In the heart of a city so noble and old, I'm turning the flour and butter to gold. In the warmth of the oven, the stories unfold. They know the design, tracing the circles and following the line. The dark bitter chocolate is waiting its turn for the secrets of sweetness it's about to learn. No voices are calling, no teacups are filled. The world for a moment is perfectly stilled. Just the scratch of the scale and the breath of the air. In this holy sanctuary, I'm free from all care. Sifting through shadows, sifting through light, waking the flavors away from the night. In the heart of the city, so noble and old, I'm turning the flour and butter to gold. In the warmth of the oven, the stories unfold. The dough is now resting, its journey begun. Before the first kiss of the Viennese sun, the kitchen is ready, the copper is bright. I've mastered the morning, I've captured the light. Soft white snow, steady and slow. First light, the shadows dance upon the tiled wall as morning light begins to softly call. I'm leaning on the counter, still and light, watching the magic wake from the night. Inside the glass, the golden edges rise, a sweet surprise before my tired eyes. The butter whispers secrets to the air, a scent of grace is floating everywhere. The golden hour, slow and sweet, where the fire and the sugar finally meet. In the heartbeat of Vienna, deep and low, I'm watching how the little steady glow. Coffee cup is warm against my hand, the finest rhythm in this quiet land. The timer's ticking is a steady beat before the symphony is made complete. The chocolate melts into a silken dream underneath the morning's golden beam. I don't need to hurry, I don't need to run. I'll wait until the baking heart is done. Sweet, where the fire and the sugar finally meet, in the heartbeat of Vienna, deep and low. I'm watching how the little wonders grow in the amber light, in the steady glow. The heat is humming a lullaby for me, as perfect as a song can ever be. I close my eyes and let the fragrance stay, the sweetest way to start a Vienna stay. Sugar and gold, stories untold, warm and deep. Crystal glass is cool beneath my hand, a transparent border to this sugar land. I wipe the dust and let the sunlight in, watching where the morning dreams begin. One by one the velvet cakes are set in a perfect line I won't forget, glazed with golden berries dark and sweet, making every corner look complete. Through the sugar glass the world is bright, caught in the reflections of the light, in the heart of Vienna, still and fair. I'm breathing in the sweet and silent air, arranging all the beauty with a lover's care. Beyond the pane, the cobblestones are wet, a silver stage where early shadows met. But here inside it's warm and perfectly aligned, leaving all the messy world behind. The golden leaf is shimmering on top. I wish the ticking clock so I can stay within this quiet grace before the city fills this empty space. Through the sugar glass, the world is bright, caught in the reflections of the light. In the heart of Vienna, still and fair, I'm breathing in the sweet and silent air, arranging all the beauty with a lover's care. The display is done, the story is told, wrapped in a glow of apricot and gold. I step away and watch the window shine, knowing that the morning's peace is mine. Polished glass, morning light, everything in place. The bell above the door gives a silver chime, a gentle interruption to the flow of time. The first guest brings the scent of the morning street and takes the corner where the light and shadow meet. I pull the silver lever, the steam begins to sigh. A cloud of white silk under the Viennese sky, pouring out the espresso, dark and deep as ink, before the world has even had a chance to think. World in the melange, soft and warm, a quiet shelter from the morning storm, with a splash of milk and a heart of gold. A story in a porcelain cup is told, watching the day's first secret unfold. A glass of water on the side, a paper neatly spread, while all the heavy city words are waiting to be read. The foam is like a pillow, a soft and ivory crest, inviting every weary soul to take a little rest. The porcelain is cool, the coffee is aflame, a simple ritual that never has a name. Just a nod across the counter, a look within the eyes, the kind of silent friendship that never needs disguise. World in the melange, soft and warm, a quiet shelter from the morning storm, with a splash of milk and a heart of gold. A story in a porcelain cup is told, watching the day's first secret unfold. The steam settles down, the shop begins to glow. I watch the silver spoons moving steady and slow. The first cup is finished, the morning is won. Our day in the city has finally begun. Velvet foam, silver spoon, welcome in. The kitchen door closes with a quiet click. The city is moving steady and quick. I carry a box tied with a satin bow, where the cream and the berries are ready to go. The Ringstraße opens wide and so grand, like a velvet ribbon across the land. Past the opera house where the statues wait, I'm walking a rhythm that's never late. Step by step through the Viennese air, with a sweet little secret I'm happy to share. The yellow tram hums a low, brassy tune under the gaze of a pale morning moon. Everything's dancing in the middle of June. Cobblestones whisper beneath my feet as I turn the corner of a narrow street. People are reading and sipping their tea, while the wind from the woods is talking to me. The box is a treasure, a delicate prize. I see the reflection of buildings in your eyes. No need for a carriage, no need for a car, when the soul of the city is never too far. Step by step through the Viennese air, with a sweet little secret I'm happy to share. The yellow tram hums a low, brassy tune under the gaze of a pale morning moon. Everything's dancing in the middle of June. The destination is finally inside, a doorway of silver, a handle of light. One more delivery, one more smile to find, leaving a trail of the sweetness behind. Satin ribbon, yellow tram, walking on. The shadows of the spire are long and lean, the quietest place that I've ever been. Beneath the giants of the ancient stone, I find a corner to call my own. My fingers are cold on the sweating glass, watching the clouds and the people pass. The ice is shifting with a hollow sound, while the cathedral stands its ground. ice and stone, the heavy and the light. Between the morning and the coming night, a sip of coffee and a breath of sky, watching the cities hurry, drifting by, under the gaze of 1,000 years on high. No flower on my hands, no fire in the grate, just the peaceful weight of being late. The tiles on the roof are a mosaic dream, shimmering bright in a golden beam. A distant bell rings out its heavy toll, clean in the dust from a weary soul. One drop of water falls down the side, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Ice and stone, the heavy and the light. Between the morning and the coming night, a sip of coffee and a breath of sky, watching the cities hurry, drifting by, under the gaze of 1,000 years on high. The glass is empty, the ice is gone, but the strength of the stone keeps holding on. I take a breath and I stand up tall, ready to answer the kitchen's call. Cold glass, warm stone, stillness now. Gates open with a heavy royal sigh to a world of pink and crimson under the open sky. I've left the flower and the heavy oven door to find the colors that I've been looking for. The Volksgarten is breathing 1,000 roses deep, while the secrets of the emperors are ones they still keep. I lean into a petal so soft and so bright, thinking of a glaze that could capture this light. Walking with the roses, dancing with the green, the sweetest inspiration that I've ever seen. In the heart of the palace, where the statues stand tall, I'm writing down the flavors on the garden wall, letting every blossom answer my call. a dash of wild berry, a hint of floral cream. I'm mixing up a palette for a pastry dream. The fountain is a rhythm, a steady splashing beat, cooling down the stones in the afternoon heat. If I could bake the scent of the summer rain, I'd heal the city's hurry and its every pain. But for now I'll take a leaf and a shade of the red, and carry all these garden dreams inside of my head. Walking with the roses, dancing with the green, the sweetest inspiration that I've ever seen. In the heart of the palace, where the statues stand tall, I'm writing down the flavors on the garden wall, letting every blossom answer my call. The sun is leaning lower on the marble and the grass. I watch the golden moments as they slowly pass. My sketchbook is full, my heart is at ease, carried by the perfume on the Viennese breeze. Pink and gold, stories told, garden soul. The pond is a mirror of silver and blue, reflecting the palace and the sky that is new. I'm holding the leash with a light, easy hand, walking through history across the gold sand. A cloud of white fur is dancing ahead, tracing the paths where the emperors led. Joy looks at me with those deep, honest eyes, under the glow of the afternoon skies. Sparkling ripples and a tail that wags high, under the dome of the Viennese sky. At Belvedere's edge, where the light hits the floor, I don't need the kitchen, I don't need the door, just the warmth of a friend I've been waiting for. The scent of the water, the cool of the breeze, rustling through leaves of the old linden trees. No sugar, no spice, no flower today, just a path and a ball and a long way to play. The world in the water is upside down, far from the noise of the center of town. Your white coat is shining like a star in the day, chasing the shadows of the city away. Sparkling ripples and a tail that wags high under the dome of the Vienna sky. At Belvedere's edge, where the light hits the floor, I don't need the kitchen, I don't need the door, just the warmth of a friend I've been waiting for. The sun is a brush painting gold on your fur. The softest of rhythms, a quiet low purr, will stay by the water until the light dies, with the world full of wonder in both of our eyes. White joy, golden palm, step by step. Across the wooden floor as I step back inside the heavy door. The park is still lingering in my hair, but the scent of vanilla is filling the air. I pull the apron strings around my waist. There's no more time for the city to waste. The copper bowls are waiting in a row, ready for the rhythm that only I know. Back to the flower, back to the flame, calling every secret by its name. With the roses of the palace in my mind, I'm leaving the garden, whispers behind, to see what the evening flavors can find. Begins to spin a silken song in the place where I know that I belong. Zesting the lemons and dicing the fruit, finding the melody at the very root. The oven is humming a low steady bass, while the shadows are stretching all over the place. The street outside is starting to glow, but here in the kitchen we're taking it slow. Back to the flower, back to the flame, calling every secret by its name. With the roses of the palace in my mind, I'm leaving the garden, whispers behind, to see what the evening flavors can find. First tray is ready, the timers are set. The best part of the day hasn't happened yet. I'm a master of sugar, a keeper of light, preparing the sweetness for the Vienna's night. Apron strings, elven hum, focus now, turning red and bright, a constellation in the Viennese night. The iron frame is whispering to the stars above the noise of the trams and the distant cars. Joy is walking close, a shadow of white, catching the sparks of the carnival light, the scent of roasted nuts and the evening rain washing away the day's little grain of pain. Round and round like a dream in the sky, where the golden lights and the darkness lie. At the heart of the Prater, steady and slow, we're watching the world in its amber glow, with nowhere to hurry and nowhere to go. Wooden cabins swing in the gentle breeze, high above the park and the chestnut trees. I look at the skyline, a jagged silver line, knowing for a moment that this piece is mine. No timers are ringing, no ovens are hot, just the quiet magic of this very spot. Your paws on the gravel, a rhythmic soft beat as the city of music falls asleep at our feet. Round and round like a dream in the sky, where the golden lights and the darkness lie. At the heart of the Prater, steady and slow, we're watching the world in its amber glow, with nowhere to hurry and nowhere to go. The lights of the carousel start to grow dim as we reach the edge of the park's dark rim. I pull you closer, my faithful white friend, wishing the night would never have to end. Red cabins, white fur, turning slow. The stalls are glowing under hanging wires, a maze of colors and of small desires. The Nashmark breathes a heavy, scented air while people gather in the lamplight flare. Joy is sniffing at a mountain of spice, where cinnamon and cloves are looking nice. Her white paws patter on the stone cold ground, following the trail of every newfound sound. basket in my hand and a friend by my side. There's nowhere for the evening flavors to hide. Taken in the city with our senses wide. Touch the figs and the velvet skins of pear, thinking of the secrets that we're gonna share. A sprig of mint and a drop of honey gold. The stories of the earth are waiting to be told. The voices of the vendors rise and fall against the backdrop of a distant wall. We move like shadows through the fragrant steam, living in a waking, tasting kind of dream. Saffron yellow and an orange light burning through the middle of the Viennese night. With a basket in my hand and a friend by my side, there's nowhere for the evening flavors to hide. Taken in the city with our senses wide. The basket's heavy with the treasures I found as we turn away from the bustling sound. Are watching from a velvet height, guiding us back through the market light. Dried fruit, cinnamon sky, walking home. The sky is burning in a lavender hue, painting the cobblestones and the avenue. I stop my walk before a stranger's glass, watching the ghost of the afternoon pass. Behind the pane the tarts are in a row, waiting for the stars to begin their show. A different hand to smooth this velvet cream, a different heart is living out this dream. Sunset on the window, sugar on the shelf, seeing a reflection of a quiet self. The same orange glow on a different door. One more melody I haven't heard before, finding what the evening is waiting for. See my silhouette against the cake, knowing the patience that it had to take. No jealousy here, just a nod of the head to the baker who's already gone to bed. The glass is a barrier, cold and clear, but the warmth of the oven is always near. One more look at the strawberry glaze before the night ends the golden haze. Sunset on the window, sugar on the shelf, seeing a reflection of a quiet self. The same orange glow on a different door. One more melody I haven't heard before, finding what the evening is waiting for. The lights inside the shop begin to blink. The world is darker than the ink. I think I turn the corner with a heavy, happy heart, ready for my own kitchen's evening part. Other windows, same sunset, walking home. The river is a ribbon of indigo silk, a swirl of coffee in a glass of milk. The city lights are diamonds on the shore. I've left the apron in the kitchen door. The blue of the evening is coming inside, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I watch the ferry boats moving so slow in the silver remains of the sunset's glow. Indigo water in a porcelain cup, watching the stars as they're waking up at the edge of the Danube. The world is still, resting my heart on the windowsill, letting the silence do what it will. A fork in the cake, a taste of the day, watching the worries all drifting away. The crumbs are a map of the hours I spent in the sweet, heavy air of a day well meant. The glass is cool where I lean my head, while all the bright words of the morning are dead. Only the rhythm of the water remains, cleaning the sugar from my tired veins. Indigo water in a porcelain cup, watching the stars as they're waking up at the edge of the Danube. The world is still, resting my heart on the windowsill, letting the silence do what it will. The last piece is gone, the tea is cold. A story of kindness has already been told. I'm a shadow in blue, a part of the night, ready to sleep in the pale starlight deep key turns slowly in the heavy wooden lock. A quiet end to the ticking of the kitchen clock. The hallway is dark, but I know the way by heart to the place where the world and I can fall apart. I hear the frantic tit-tap of your 4 white feet, a sound more beautiful than any Viennese street. You don't care about the glaze or the perfect crumb. You just wait for the moment that I finally come. Home in the amber, home in the white, safe from the edge of the shivering night. With your head on my knee in the city outside, there's no more reason for a shadow to hide. Just a quiet love where the two of us reside. Off my shoes and I let the bags fall, leaning my back against the cold, quiet wall. Your fur's a cloud that has captured the sun, a soft, warm prize for everything I've done. The kettle is whispering a song on the stove, while we sit in our private and peaceful alcove. The scent of the flower is fading away, replaced by the breath of the end of the day. Home in the amber, home in the white, safe from the edge of the shivering night. With your head on my knee in the city outside, there's no more reason for a shadow to hide. Just a quiet love where the two of us reside. The lights of the Ringstraße blink through the pane, but here in our circle there's nothing to gain, just the steady rise and the fall of your chest as the weary baker finally finds her rest. Tail on the floor, soft white ears, stay right here. I lean my head against the cold iron rail, watching the city's golden lights begin to fail. The black velvet sky is stretched out so wide, with all of the universe's secrets inside. The moon is a slice of a lemon, so pale and so bright. Up there the stars are like powdered sugar thrown across a dark cake that the heavens have grown. Fine silver dust on a tray made of night, shimmering softly with ancient cold light. A recipe written in sparks that I can't quite quite recite. Sprinkles of starlight, a dusting of peace, waiting for all of the day's noise to cease. High above Vienna, where the steeples are small, I'm listening to the silence that answers it all. Just me and the cosmos, watching the shadows fall. Down at my feet, joy's breathing so deep, a rhythm of love in a world half asleep. Her white fur is glowing like a cloud in the dark, far from the noise of the street in the park. We're safe in our island, a small and a quiet spark. I think of the flower and the heat of the day, how the sugar and spice always find their own way. From the morning's first chime to the evening's last glow, the river of time has a steady, soft flow. And here in the starlight, there's nothing I need to know. Sprinkles of starlight, a dusting of peace, waiting for all of the day's noise to cease. High above Vienna, where the steeples are small, I'm listening to the silence that answers it all. Just me and the cosmos, watching the shadows fall. Every dream I have baked, every crust I have turned, is a lesson in patience that I've slowly learned. The universe doesn't hurry, it takes its own time, like the cooling of bread or a slow ringing chime. The stars are just markers of a mountain I'm starting to climb. The air is so crisp, like a fresh minted leaf, making the worries of morning so brief. I'll stay here a while in the cradle of blue, until the horizon starts looking for something new. Just me and the white dog, and a sky that is true. Sprinkles of starlight, a dusting of peace, waiting for all of the day's noise to cease. High above Vienna, where the steeples are small, I'm listening to the silence that answers it all. Just me and the cosmos, watching the shadows fall. Velvet sky, silver dust, close your